children. Ever wondered what your favorite mascots were like when they were children? Mere infants. What if there was a game that was meant to focus on goofy babies in a giant complex that most likely reaches the center of the earth? Imagine a game centered around bitty baby Huggy who still sounds like a 50-year-old man. And you get to hang out with him and do boring puzzles. And you watch the best action scene that mascot horror could provide.
What have I done?
And then wanted to bash your head against the wall because some of the puzzles were super annoying. What if you were one of those babies? Well then, let me show you Garten of Banban Zero. Garten of Banban is one of those game series that I like talking about, but despise playing the games. Made by two brothers who can't grasp the concept of voice acting,
these keycards will allow you to activate these cards.
Garten of Banban has been cheerfully chugging along, trying to put itself back in the popular spotlight after the first few games. I mean, I don't even think I should say chugging because they have been speeding through game development, trying to pump them out as quickly as possible to make sure their game stays as relevant as possible. But at this point, it's not even worth it. The hype train for Garten of Banban has long been abandoned. I think they're the ones left on the train, shoveling whatever coal there is into the dwindling furnace of the franchise. Garten of Banban Zero is their newest addition to their series, announcing and releasing this game before Garten of Banban 5. So I really don't know what their plan is with that one at this point.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
Since we last saw the series, Garten of Banban 7 still had many problems, but had some good goofs. Well, with Garten of Banban Zero being the 7th installment in the series, and it being free, I just knew I had to check it out, because I knew I wouldn't get ripped off when I find myself unable to finish puzzles in time, leading me to not being able to refund it if I don't like the game, because I took too long on the stupid puzzles, because I am stupid. The feet bones connected to... Well, today, we are going to be looking at the game's gameplay, characters, fun, horror, I'm not sure why I'm making this a section, and aesthetic/music, to see how Garten of Banban Zero really shows that this game was absolutely pointless. So mascot horror enthusiasts, sit back, relax, and hit that subscribe button if you want Truffle Toot to come back, and let's get into the video.
These keycards will allow you to activate these cards game.
The gameplay is just perfect. Perfectly bad. I mean, what did you expect? This is freaking Garten of Banban, where you gotta stand around and just wait for the characters to stop yapping. And it doesn't help that the main character sounds like a depressed 40-year-old man all the time. In this game, we play as a new experiment, and Banban shows us around the rope of the whole facility. But also for some reason, the clock in the beginning still says we're a parent looking for our lost child. So either our child has been lost since like the beginning of this factory, or the devs have just put that in there just because. Most likely the latter. Now, you think the gameplay would be a bit switched up now that we're an experiment, like with Stinger Flynn and Banban Chapter 3, having some new mechanics, and no, it's just the same boring gameplay.
I just can't do it. I can't.
But wait, what's this? The gods of Banban have answered my prayers. They did. There's no drone in this game. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how terrible the drone was in past chapters. Granted, without the drone, the game has lost its only main mechanic, but that's okay, because a new one is introduced halfway through the chapter, which I can't complain, because it took Poppy Chapter 4 3/4 of the game to actually get us a new hand. We are introduced to Twinkle Toot, Truffle Toot. He is an adorable little mushroom that is literally just a flashlight. Hey, I mean, it's technically a new mechanic for this game because we haven't had a flashlight till now. It's a cute little mechanic that's pretty goofy and does fit the franchise. You basically just hold him under your arm and then grab his face when you want to use him to light the way.
So say hi, Alaya. Say hi. Here.
They did a good job. The parkour is actually good in this game and doesn't want to make me rip my hair out. There are some puzzles that do stink. We are introduced to this hub area after Banban comes and checks on us now that we're an experiment.
Which do all sorts of things.
Yeah, we are tasked with trying to make friends with everybody in this little hub area. But to do this, we have to do little puzzles for each of them to get them to friend us. There's one where we have to help this blob order circles, which was actually a pretty cool, clever puzzle. Granted, we did it for a little too long. And then there was this one where we had to help catch a blob from falling. Jump! Jump! Oh! And then Banban says some Sigma lines.
-1 million more.
There's another one where we must help this blob figure out how to get across the water that has no texture and is not deep at all. Yet the boat he made can't be used because apparently the water is too deep. So, you might be wondering, what do we need to put on the boat? Hola, soy Ride or Die. Can you guess what we need to help his boat? Is it a motor, a bigger boat, or wheels? Did you guess a bigger boat? Well, you'd be wrong. Get good. It's actually wheels. It's pretty obvious. I guess the water's so deep that it's actually shallow, which makes the wheels a big brain choice. This is why these games give me migraines. In order to get the wheels, though, you must help this other experiment that hablas español. You gotta help him out with the button mashing game because he has no hands. Once we complete the game, he gets a guitar and he gives us the wheels we need.
Bob, I don't have any hands. Oh.
Which seems a little interesting to give the Spanish one a guitar, or maybe I'm the racist. Hey, I'm 50% Mexican, so I have a say. Once we give back the wheels to the other man and get him to drive across the lake, not only do we friend him, but we witness pure cinema. I'll just have to show you the whole clip.
Mine!
Oh? What? Oh my. Who knew the brothers could nail such fight choreography? I only wish the game was about this guy because he is really going through it. You also play a lazy game of hide and seek, and that it's fine. Now, the one puzzle that actually made me literally almost blow a gasket. Later in the game, Ban helps you sneak out and because he wants to open up this big door to a worm. And then all of a sudden we discover Bigger Giggle trapped. And we have to help him out.
Help me!
Nope.
And yes, that is literally just poppy gas. You basically have to complete this circuit puzzle by pressing the button on the control at the right time, and yes, there is input delay. You must make sure the power is going to the TV without the frowny face, and either have to press the button when the two cords align together, or when the spinning one is at a 45-degree angle. Now, I thought it had to be at a 90-degree angle because they don't actually explain this puzzle whatsoever, and I kept freaking dying because the game never told me
how I was supposed to click it.
You literally have to do trial and error.
Oh, and we got the call.
I hate those kinds of puzzles. And then Bitter Giggles constantly yelling at you when you get it wrong. Fun! Besides that absolute hell of a puzzle, there are pieces of good gameplay, such as with Truffle Toot, but they really fall flat because even with the game as short as it is, there are very annoying parts that stick out, making this not much of a memorable game, and you're pretty left dissatisfied with the gameplay.
Why?
I think you know why.
I don't! Why are you winking at me? Why did you give me $1? My brain!
Most characters in this game act like your average Ban character with the super lore dump talking, so I'm only gonna really talk about the ones that I guess are important to me. Aw, look at him. He's so cute, so innocent. We will finally hear what Pee-wee baby Ban sounds
New ones are always...
Oh dang. He still sounds like a depressed man going through a midlife crisis. Honestly, why do you still voice Ban? Like, all the other voice actors are way better than you. I think it's just time to retire the old acting gig. Ban is mostly the same throughout this game as he's always been. Boring. He's also kind of a bit of a douche in this game because throughout the whole game, he's just jealous that we're making best friends with everybody and we rizz up his girl. So then, he takes us over, opens that giant worm, and then he battles the worm. But that's really about it for him. Overall, he is mid. I had to include him. I love him. He is amazing. And he drops some of the hardest lines in mascot horror history.
Greed is the thief of contentment. In chasing gold, we lose our shine.
And he has the greatest action scene. I mean, what more could you ask from him? We really need to start a GoFundMe for his own game. W character all around. No shade to the guy that voices him, because he definitely has the best voice acting in the game, but holy frick is he in the most annoying parts of the game. I mean, I don't know if it's just me, but Bitter Giggle is always in the parts where the puzzles are at the absolute worst, so you just have to listen to Bitter Giggle over and over again every time you mess up. And that just really ruins the character for me. Besides that, he's just your average Ban character. I love this little guy. It took them 7 games, but we finally got another game mechanic. And again, he is the perfect game mechanic for Garten of Ban. As 1, we've never had a flashlight, and 2, I mean, just look at him. Using an actual experiment as a glow stick is perfect for the series. And it just goes to show that they have good ideas, but they need to give themselves more time to add them to their games. As you expected, there's really no horror in this game. I don't even know why I added this as a section. It's just that every single game, they always try to add a little bit of horror. Like, you know, like, oh, is this what you want? You want some spooky? Well, too bad. Because obviously, Garten of Banban is not a horror game, even though it's branded as a mascot horror game. I mean, the little worm at the end, he looked like the Rush from Doors, which I thought was going to be creepy, but obviously they don't do anything creepy with him.
Can't do it. I can't.
Oh, dang. Wait. Whoa. Gonna be honest, the aesthetics have improved since the first game, which is not saying much, but it's still good. I still have no clue what the heck this kindergarten is supposed to be, and I don't know how much further this kindergarten science complex can go down, or we might just be at the center of the earth for Garten of Banban 8. I mean, you never know. I guess I just have to accept that this game will also never have creepy aesthetics, and the game has the most unimaginative backgrounds. Also, the music doesn't really help, because it's always playing, so there's never any fear. It's just goofy times. Like, imagine if you walked into Home Sweet Home in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, but they were just playing this the whole time. Even when looking at the music from like a regular game perspective, it's okay, it's still there way too often, and it just gets annoying at some points.
The kind of deals that make you boogie.
These games used to be more fun in how egregiously bad and how stupid some of the actions were. Like with Choo Choo Charles, or that bus running into us.
Wreck bus.
But now, in this game, there is no Banban flair really. No wacky shenanigans, except near the end. And the puzzles just range from decent to absolute trash. Garten of Banban has never been a replayable game, but you could at least make it through. This one actively made me so freakingly bored out of my mind. This game really felt absolutely pointless. I felt like I learned nothing. Even with it being the shortest Banban game besides the first, it felt so agonizingly long. Overall, Garten of Banban 0 may actually be the most mid-game crafted ever. It tries to be a normal game, but ends up being super boring and just filled with yapping and random puzzles, like they usually are. But it's missing its Banban flair, which really feels like they didn't need to make this game. And they just made it just to fill in the gap, you know, for Garten of Banban 8, because, you know, we're all waiting on pins and needles for that thing. So I felt like this was just an absolute pointless piece in the Garten of Banban franchise. Like, this chapter just felt like extra stuffing in an already overstuffed turkey. I'm hoping they go back to their goofy style, and I believe they just focus on the goofs and the good part of the gameplay, then they could actually have a decent franchise on their hands. But I mean, we're 7 games in, so I don't know if there's any turning back now. But who knows? And that's all for me. And ciao for now. Will, am I about to get DMCA'd? Oh.